waiting to see how you do the welcome. Maybe there's no digital clap to give me.
We put clapping hands.
All right, thank you. I'm grateful. I'm happy to be here. Really, it's good to meet with the what do we call them now? The Wiz and the next generation of digital guys, the next digital entrepreneurs. All right, so that's good. By way of introduction, I think that one has been done. But I would like to also understand what are the major skills that we have on board. Safa, can you help me with that?
Okay, so we have digital marketers and product designers on board this call.
Okay. All right, digital marketing. All right, very well. So it's interesting. At least both skills they actually work and you get your product and then you launch it. So practically, those are the things that are really, really interdependent. So that's a very good one. So in terms of skill acquisition, I believe that we have garnered enough exposure. There's even between exposure and experience. Exposure and experience. One other thing I would like to quickly explain that, and then I would like to have a show of hand to know the difference. We already have exposure, and those already have experience. Exposure is when you have come to a program like this, you have not really gone into the business itself. So you have exposure, you have been given some tasks to attend area or the area of digital marketing. So you have exposure, you have worked with people within that space, showing you the noted bit, so to say. But experience is where if it's something you are already running, you are already doing it, you have just come on board to learn. For just to platform that we have been into this space. There's no handle. Are we all freshers?
No, sir.
Or what I said was not clear enough. Do I need to read myself?
Yes, sorry, sir. We lost you for a couple of seconds. Please, can you reiterate?
Oh, okay. Apologies.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What I said is, if you have been in this field for like a year, as in, it's not that you are just venturing into it. You have experience, like a year. I'd like to see anyone there. So just raise your hand. Just use that button, raise your hand. Let me see how many people we have on board that have been in this field for like a year. Let me see how many people I have. I have 2 hands. Wow. Okay. I have two. Oh, wow. So I can assume, okay, it's network. We have four people. Four people right now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So most of us are just freshers in this business. Let's put it that way. All right, that's interesting. So that's just to give me an idea of where I'm going to be taking my conversation from practically. Okay, I haven't done that. I think we can just zoom it. So well, basically one of the things you have probably picked up from this program is skill, tools and skills. Over the years, before you can really get to do anything meaningful, you need to understand the tools you need and the skills you need, and that's what you have taken here. The next thing is that after you have the tools and the skills, what's next? And that is the little bit I'm going to be talking about. You can learn so much, you can know so much, but still going to use it for. And I want to think that a lot of us have reasons why we have to um in the Q&A box. What is your motivation for coming to learn this skill? Because that's going to determine a whole lot of things. And now we are going to begin to apply the skills towards that as people. Okay, or let's make it verbal. So who wants to talk? I would like 2 or 3 people to talk about why you have decided to run this road. Should I call names or we have volunteers? Who is volunteering?
Good afternoon, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Good afternoon.
Okay, Tukumi David. I actually hopped in for these skills to learn skill, get a job, and make money. That's why I came for the program.
Sorry, it's not.
I said I opted in for this program.
Please
Learn. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you clearly.
Okay, I said I opted in for this program to learn the skills and get exposure about product designing in order to get a job and make money.
Okay, to get a job and make money. Very sharp. You know what you are doing. Sharply. Just get a job and make money. I have blessings. There's an hand of blessing. Blessing a day. I can't pronounce the name before I commit. Okay, let's move out of.
Good afternoon. My name is Blessing. I was a digital marketing intern at the International Energy Insurance PLC, but I was a copper, so I didn't actually have an idea about it. So when I left the company, I decided and I saw this opportunity. I thought it's best to go fully into learning the digital marketing skills in order to upgrade my own level and my own skill also, so as to get a better job and not just entry level or starter's job.
Okay. That's interesting. All right. So we have one more. That's Victor Adeleye. All right. Victor, you have the
Good
floor.
afternoon. Yeah, my name is Victor.
Good afternoon.
And yeah, I'm learning digital marketing to improve my business and to start up my own personal branding. I like to have like. Okay, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Hello? Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I didn't pick what you said.
Okay, I think network is bad, but I said I'm learning digital marketing to improve my business and to start up my own personal brand. I just put myself out there.
Okay, if I get you correctly, you are running a business or you want to run a digital marketing business.
I run a business.
Okay, so you simply want to understand digital marketing to apply to your business.
Yes, exactly.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, I think we lost him. All right, so thank you for contributing. Okay, Yusuf, last person. Yusuf, I can hear you. You have the floor. Yusuf, you have the floor.
Oh, good afternoon. I don't know if anyone can hear me.
Yes, we are hearing.
I can hear you. Please go ahead.
My name is Yusuf, and yes, my journey into UX design is mostly how would I call it? I lost my job in February, so I was already I have background training in product management, so having a UX training also helps that accelerates because most of my work has to do with like stakeholder relationship and then managing teams and everything. Having insight and technical skills in UX also improves the work. So yes, that's more of my motivation actually.
Okay, interesting. Okay, thank you everyone for that contribution. So we all have reasons why we get to do what we want to do. Sometimes you set out with your reasons, and along the way you either bump into someone or some other kind of knowledge, and you can obviously change your direction. Or you already have a way you want to run and you get stuck with it, even if it's not working. You just say, hey, this is where I die. And like 50 cents, get rich or die, try, you know. So, but whatever, it starts from, whatever we are doing starts from our goal. And we can equally just adjust it along the line. I started out as, but I have a background in mass comm, focus especially in journalism. But in my course of writing and study questions, how do I get people to, you know, how do I get people to read? How do I get people to get knowledge seamlessly? And from there, I opt into the world of design, graphics, you know, which is the cousin of UI UX. Okay, can you hear me now? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, we can.
Okay. I think this network is conspiring with Nigeria to deal with this call. We'll attend to them afterwards. So I'm just talking to you about my journey. I've spent over 20 years in the communication, brand communication industry. And I've had experience of working across board different parts of the industry. I started out as so that I was talking about writing, graphics, as copywriting, graphics, then into other areas, web design, brand designs. So I just continued digital marketing and a whole lot of other things. And why I've said that because when you start your journey, sometimes your passion leads you, you know. So in trying to understand exactly what are the things needed, you begin to pick around or even in the industry. So one of those things, you are either the person that the knowledge is leading you to where you are going, or you are the one that is picking the knowledge to help you to where you are going. I hope that is clear.
Yes.
Wow. I apologize for the network. I bow on behalf of the network provider. There are two types of people within the industry you choose. Either those who are being led by what the industry offers them, or you are the one who decides how you want to use the industry to get to where you want to go or where you want to get in the industry. So in the UI marketing space, you have to decide, oh, this is what I want to do. And you start using your skill, your knowledge, your network to drive towards that end. Or particularly some people are just like, anything that happens, I'll follow. So you need to define yourself. However, the best thing is to know where you are going. So for hello, can you hear me now?
Yes. Yes.
Hello, can you hear me now? Okay.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Okay, so as a person, I was talking to you, I was trying to just tell you my journey so far. So what I really wanted to do when I set out to be a publisher, majorly a content person, designing and creating content for young people practically. But then I understand that after a while, I got to know that, oh, certain things cannot work until I understand them. So I decided to take a journey, an interesting journey. So one of the places I've worked, I decide what I want and I decide where I want to work to get the experience. So one of the areas I started out with is event planning. Then I was in event planning as an event planner. I was there as a visualizer. Hello? Okay, so why I'm saying this, I just want you to understand my direction because you need to start asking yourself from now as you get on with this digital, is that what is next? So I set out and I started out with the fact that in the event place, I was more of the brand person, design, package event, the look and feel and all of that. And then that helps me in my journey to understand that as a content person, You have to learn how you're able to put events together to launch your product and all of that. From there, I asked myself, so what's next? The next thing is, oh, I think I need to. So from there, I jumped into the advertising world, and I started working in the advert industry. I got knowledge about that, and then from there, I moved to publishing. So I worked in different departments within the industry just to get the experience for what I need for content creation and publishing. However, at the end of it, I realized that as time was going, certain things started to happen within this, digital space, which is digital marketing, and a whole lot of advertising agencies right now. At the time this digital marketing started, they were struggling. People were like, traditional advertising versus digital marketing. And you have people in digital, in the traditional advertising. So the guys in the traditional advertising, maybe I should explain what a traditional advertising is. Please, if you want to see anything when I'm talking, you can raise your hand, and so that I can stop. If you ask questions, you can ask questions about me, ask questions about the business. But I want to just give you a background to my journey so far. So particularly when there was a movement from advertising to digital marketing, and the people in advertising, people who are doing radio, TV, billboard, they were still agreeing. Why that was just moving? Almost every digital advertising is now trying to get off digital advertising agency. That's to tell you how much digital marketing. So in fact, as I was saying, in fact, that is the future. What we are doing in Nigeria today, right, is we are just scratching the edge. We have not entered product design, digital marketing, just crank the ground. Yesterday, I worked on a proposal about digital skill. And in Africa, the rating of Nigerian digital skills in Africa, number the other countries. So the other countries in Africa are ahead of us when it comes to digital skills. So you can go online and check. Because of this network, I'm not in connection to things. I would have shown you the report, a Wiley report on digital skill. Really, the skills in Nigeria were like 103 in the global world. So that's not to discourage, that's to tell you that learning this digital and acquiring digital skills now is like the best thing that can happen to you. It's like Africa is just getting into the thick of it. So the earlier you are able to acquire it, you're able to master it. Hello, are you with me?
Yes,
Are you with me? Oh,
I can hear you.
okay, can I hear you? Hello.
We can hear you, though your network keeps breaking.
We are with you. You can go on, sir.
Okay. So learning from the global space, those of us in Nigeria and Africa at large, digital skills is the next big thing. I use the word next big thing because we are just scratching. I most of my digital marketing training overseas, and I can tell you the way things are presented. You can take what we're doing most times with digital marketing in Nigeria is just sales, because that's the way people understand it. They just know that I want to sell something, make somebody to buy my. I'm sorry about this network. I won't have to climb a tree or a tank to get network. Yeah. So as I was saying, some people go within, they'll just get somebody to buy my product. But there's a whole lot to do with digital marketing. There's a whole lot, even starting from generation to conversion. One customer can then even come like 20 times. In the digital marketing space abroad, overseas, just worldwide, what they are trying to do is to use digital marketing to get into your lifestyle and convert you to customer. But what we do in Nigeria, so get into in Nigeria, get into the digital marketing space for someone to just buy a product from us. So, but whatever it takes, now these skills you have, they are very, very relevant for now and the future. So I'm saying this because I need you to take it seriously. I need to apply your mind to it. I need to master it along the path, along the way, and you can get a whole lot more from it. Beyond making money, there's a can get from it. To excite us about have skills. Now, I won't say the core of what you have learned all these things for is more for our entrepreneurial what I call it, our entrepreneurial adventure. Entrepreneurial adventure. So we need to have an entrepreneurial mindset. I'll give you a story. What it means to have an entrepreneurial mindset, which you need to add up. I once, sometime a few years back, some people were working on a profile, would be a profile. Do you be the profile? So someone you collect 50,000 naira. And then the man said, okay, fine, no problem. And why did you say 50,000 naira? Myself and a friend, one day till the next day, he walked through the night. He said, I want you to know. Why will and that directed the okay, so a few days after we did, a friend asked us how much the boss was paying us. We said 50,000, and then he told us that the boss charged 500,000 naira. And we thought we had done well collecting 50,000 naira. Now, what are some of you thinking about now? What do you think was wrong? Is there anything wrong? Do you think it's okay at our level? What was really wrong? Somebody to quickly tell us. What do you think was missing? Okay, who is trying to say something? Bukumi David,
You are
your
charging
speaker,
below.
your mic is on.
Hello,
Sir,
You
sir.
are
can you
talking.
paint the scenario again? I didn't get what you were saying.
Okay, we got a job, right? Myself and a friend. We worked on it. It's a bank job, UBA group. We were working on the profile. We designed the profile. And then we were paid. They asked us how much we wanted. We asked for 50,000. But later, our friend who gave us the job told us that the amount collected for that job was 500,000. And we did the job for 50,000 naira. What do you think is the problem? Is there a problem or there's no problem? That's the first thing, sir.
There is a problem.
Okay, what's the problem?
Okay, I think the problem is because you people that called the money, you undervalued yourselves rather. So I think that was where the problem stemmed from.
But we were okay with the 50,000 though. We were telling ourselves that, my guy, if we just every night or every week like this, we just get like 50,000 naira like 2 or 3 times in a week. Man, my guy, 150K every week, we don't blow.
Well,
So
I think it was I think it was the level you were at that time. And I would say the person that took the contract really cheated you people. He really played on you people's intelligence.
Do you think he played on our intelligence? Okay, some other hands are up. Let's get from that.
Okay.
Yusuf.
Right.
Yusuf, quickly.
It depends on the stage at which your business or you as an entrepreneur are in the business. Take, for example, now, had it been there's a contract to it now, and the terms of contract states that it's 500 and you are giving 50, then there's a breach of contract. But since you are acquiring a new client, and again, it was not outrightly stated, and you are the one who named the price. So most of the issues there mostly is more of like the other time you are talking about exposure and experience. I think in this case now it's a price for experience that you are paying. There's some business insight or business knowledge that you don't learn in business school or in the classroom. You have to pay the price. So it might be financial, like what you have here. It might be lost opportunities, or you lose a client, then you know that the next client I will not try this with them. So mostly in all of this process of exposure and experience, it is mostly the price you pay. It can be the price of acquiring a client. Now if you acquire him for a price of, let's say, 450, and you got paid 50, in the future,
So do you
know
you don't think that after that I learned the thing was
after
50,000?
Information you receive now, take for example, now how much have your portfolio for price have changed? Your market analysis for you to do pricing. That means you have paid the price. So it depends on exposure phase or the experience phase. Yes.
Okay, thank you. You have used my word for me. All right, yo. There's another Lawal. Quickly. Lawal.
Yeah. So from my own perspective, I think there is no agreement at the initial, because if there is agreement, I believe that this shouldn't have happened. So that is from my own perspective.
Okay. Okay, there's one other hand, last hand up. Okay, sorry. I think there's no other hand up. Okay, I understand what you. Okay, quickly. I can hear you.
If you had done your research for the market price of your skill and experience, that puts him in a better position to negotiate, even if no contract was drawn.
Very fine. Thank you. Okay, all of you are correct, interestingly. But there are a few additions to the whole story. Because whether you like it or yes, you are going to find yourself in that position. Three things you must understand when you are setting out with the skills you have. There are three, there's a three, let me use the word, three-legged knowledge you must carry with you. One is your core skill, which is what we are getting here right now. We have a skill, but that skill is at different levels. Because some people now think that after I have done this skill thing, do you know how much everybody is paid? They will give you a job that you have not tried. They give you when you see a brief of what to do, you too, you will know if you can go through it or not. So you have a level. That's why it does not end here. You have to keep, practicing. You have to keep getting to know people in the field. What's next? Know more about that. That's so your core skill. The second important skill is your business skill. Business skill, whether you want to go and work somewhere or okay, I'm back. You must have business skills. How to convert your core skill to profit. And when we mean profit, it's not about even just money. Sometimes, like somebody said, you want to acquire a client. Sometimes you want to be within a network, but it has to be something that will profit you. One of the problems people would have in terms of the business skills, they just think that everything boils down to money. Business is not about money. Business is about value. People pay you based on the value you're able to deliver. People pay you based on how you value what you are delivering. Because one of the challenges I've seen in recent times, I have younger people who are getting into this business and all they want is money. So they just said that somebody is collecting so much doing this business, but you have not been able to value what you are doing critically. To say, okay, I'm at this level, this is the kind of level I am. This is the amount of money that I can get. So business skill is very important. How you value the solutions you provide, and then how you're able to put it out there for people to pay. So say, for instance, you want to go work in a place, you should be able to know, oh, at this level I am. If you do scale 1 to 10, you should know exactly how much. All right, so I mentioned the business skill, which is going to be based on value, not on money. Not on money, on value. And you must have a sense of value to what you are doing. I'm not motivating you to say everything you are doing is valuable. Charge them $1 million. You may not get client. So you need to understand that you pick business from one point to the other. There are people we work for that we work for free. Not because we don't have money, but the leverage we get from them is probably network. There used to be a client. The client was paying me very, very mega money, very small compared to what I should have collected. But the reason I picked up that client, the guy has a billboard on Ikorodu Road, and every job we do goes on that billboard. Everybody sees that billboard. So for us to get our job exposed to the outside world, we just paid the contract and we're doing it for a while until we asked for increase, and the guy said he was not ready. So all of us, we parted ways. So business skill is measured by value. In fact, some people, have you wonder why you go to the malam beside a kiosk. Okay, so you go to the kiosk on your street and you buy a bottle of Coca-Cola for 250, I guess. I don't know how much they sell Coca-Cola. I really don't drink Coca-Cola really. But I know it's about 250 naira. Then you go to one eatery and they sell that same bottle of Coca-Cola for 1,000 naira. You know? Hello? Somebody say something?
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, I said it's 350 now.
It's 350
I
now.
said it's
Wonderment.
350 now.
So you see, and then you go to another place, they sell that Coca-Cola for 1,000. Another place 1,005. But did the content change? The content did not change. The name did not change, but the value is changing. The amount is changing based on the value that is placed on it. So in acquiring these skills and setting out, you need to begin to understand the value that is available within that space. Now, I can tell you for my own experience in the area of, even in the area of digital marketing, because we don't have the time, there is an amount that digital marketing services are charged globally in dollars. But I can tell you, you can't get that paid in Nigeria. You can't get it paid in Nigeria. In fact, if you measure a couple of the amount, they will call the next police station to come and arrest you. You want to rob us or what? So, and it all borders on value. Things have really improved. When this thing started out, I'm lucky to be part of the people who saw the transition from traditional marketing to digital marketing. You know, I was happy to see how it moved. And we are still doing that now. In the traditional marketing, there are things people expected. Now, people are doing digital marketing now. It's not cheap. People used to think that digital marketing is cheap, but it's not. You can do a digital marketing budget. You can do a digital marketing budget of about 20 million. And even when it comes to product design can be valued from different perspectives, either from design perspective or from the solution it provides. And you need to know how you value it. And that system is where a lot of people are missing it. There are people that at least from both sides of the divide. There are some people who overvalue this, you know, and that is where the area of mentoring and all of these things is critical, so that you learn the ropes. So business skills, I've said a lot about business skills. The third skill you need to acquire is what we call the industry skill. There's a way things work within the industry, whether the product design, digital marketing, there are ways things work. So it's not that you get to an industry and you say, I want to determine my own term. You can't determine your terms. There are already ways things work. One of the things you need to understand is the moment you are working within an industry, check out the leaders. That's what is called leaderboard. What are the top 10 leaders? You know? So for example, when I was going to my own learning along the digital marketing space, I had to look who are the top digital marketers and digital marketing outfit overseas. And I said, okay, I want to learn from one of these best guys. And of course, it was not an easy route. It was not small money. But it's a journey that you want to understand, because you need to know how there are some people who have mastered the industry. And so when you are working, or you decide to work, or you decide to run a business, or a digital marketing business, product design business, You need to understand how that industry works. What are the nuances? What are the certain things that are called in the industry? You cannot be using your own language. When they're asking for this, you are saying something else. Meanwhile, it means the same thing. You should know how contracts are signed, how are things delivered. That's why it's always good. I advise people to first go and work under somebody or a company. So let me tell you, one of the stories that I can share with you is that the business that gave us that UBA profile, you know what I did? I actually left my own business to go and work for the man. I told my friend, if this man it cannot be the same business that we are doing. How can he charge 500,000? I might charge 50,000. So eventually I got employed in that company. And that was one of the best moves I made in my life. But by the time I was coming out, I could even charge somebody 1 million naira. I will not shake. I remember before I joined the company, I was working on Rough and Tumble. I don't know if some of you know Rough and Tumble, right? So I was working on Rough and Tumble brand. And then from there, some guys called me, Wrangler. Wrangler was one of, it's an international clothing out company. They called on me to come and help them. And the Asian guy asked me, how much will you collect? That was the day I discovered that I was poor. I didn't know what to answer. I knew I was not going to collect the money I was working before, but I did not know what to tell him. Thank God for grammar. I use grammar. I say, actually, when you are using actually, you are thinking, when people want to boot, that's when they tell you actually. So I said, actually, I will come back to you. I will come back to you. Let me understand the scope, all of this, blah, blah, blah. The guy, okay, no problem. So you realize that there are certain things within the industry you must understand. So don't be a loner. Because I'm a digital marketer, I'm a product designer, I know what I'm doing. If you know this job that I'm giving you, if you know, how can you value it? What are the examples? Who are the people that have done such things? So this is how you can leverage this skill for your own benefit. Particularly, that's a foundational learning towards leveraging your skills for profit. Let me pause. And does anybody have any questions for me?
Yeah, thank you very much. We really appreciate that. Hello. Hello, sir.
Okay, hello. Hello, I can hear you.
I said thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate that. Okay, sir. So thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate that. Hello. Hello.
Hello, sorry, I had an interference. Okay, please go on. Thank you.
Okay. So I said thank you very much, sir. We really appreciate that. Because you really delve into what we are supposed to apply to what we are learning. And I think that is very awesome. Because most of us that are just into tech, so we need an orientation and a kind of a kind of advice that can help us in order to move our career forward. So I really appreciate that. But you are talking about value. Because value is very essential, especially when you are giving out something to your customers or to your clients. So please, I just want you to help us to hit more on that value because value is very important, and most people don't understand the concept.
I have
I
lost
think
you.
you can get my question, sir.
No, I understand what you have
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
said. Value. Practically have to determine value for your services, right? Okay, any other
Yes,
question?
of course.
After I answer this question, I have one or two other things to say, and then we can call it a day. Let's meet our administrator.
I have a question, sir.
Next factory. Do we have the floor to continue?
Yes, sir, you have the floor.
All right, thank you. Okay, so go ahead. Who's speaking? Your name?
Sir. Okay, my
Lawa,
name
your
is
hand has been up.
David. I'm in the product design.
Okay, product design.
No, that was yes, it was before.
Can I go on?
Okay, go on. Go on.
Okay, sir. My name is Bukumi David. I'm in the product design class. So I want to say thank you for this information that you are giving to us. It will really help. But my question is, the aspect that you said you left your job or you left your own company to work for the man that charged you, that you people charge 50,000, that he collected 500,000.
Yes.
That's the part where I want to ask a question. What are the ways that we can reach out to people that we see as role model, by which we can maybe learn from them directly or get a company that we can work with immediately after this thing? Because my purpose of doing this is to get a job and make money.
All right. The people who are raising their hand, is this hand the one you have raised before, or is a new hand?
No, he's the one I've raised before.
The hand is not pinning you. Put the hand down now.
I have a question, sir.
Okay. Well, let's say to these hand people. We have Ibukun. Ibukun, are you raising hand for a new question or the old question session?
For a new question, sir.
Okay, you can keep the hand raised. So who was talking? Somebody else was going to ask a question.
Yes, sir. It's me, sir.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Okay, sir. So I want to ask if you've talked about mentorship and all like that. So in this situation, I want to ask, can we reach out to you for mentorship?
Reach out to me.
Yes, sir.
To
be like a mentor.
Let's have this now. I'm sure they'll find a way for connection.
Okay, sir.
Yes, no
all
problem.
Right,
yeah, thank you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
All right. Thank you very much, sir, for this beautiful section. Yes, I want to ask a question, although in light of what you spoke about before, the job you got for 50K, whereas the real deal was 500K. Because a couple of times I've also been in this shoe. So
yes,
I want to find out if it's a compulsory thing. Must you always go through this stage as a skilled person in a particular area, or is there a way that even a newbie can always cross over being underpaid? Or is it a must that rejected? Or is it a must that being paid less you must experience that kind of scenario?
Okay, I think two of you have asked questions along that line. Let me answer that one. You see, when I was speaking, is it in line with this question or a different direction?
It's more or less like different. It's more or less like different.
Okay, hold on. So that the thing will not fly from my head, let me answer the first few questions.
Okay.
Okay, so, the interesting thing is when we decided to collect 50,000, we did not feel we were underpaid. Because at that time, we were like the big boys that will do one nice job and get paid 50K. Now, from our own perspective, we were not, so to say, thinking that we were underpaid. It was when we now understood the industry value system that we realized that, we could have gotten more, right? So that's number one. And one of the first lessons there is never work alone. Never work alone. A lot of us who are into business in Nigeria, we like to run alone. You don't want to know what's happening to the other person. It's like, even somebody, is it the way we are wired in Nigeria? There's somebody that you have not met before. If you are driving, two of you are not going the same route. To wait for 1 minute or 1 second for that person to pass, you begin to struggle. So when you are starting out your business, you are not, don't start your business trying to struggle with another business. Learn your own part. I want to provide value. Now, how do you begin to determine value? There are 3 ways to determine the value of what you are doing. The first one is understand the industry system. What is charged in the industry? I can tell you right now, when we started out, I was just coming from a meeting where I was talking to people about branding. When you enter those years back, when you start out as a graphic designer, we are paid 250,000 years back. Yes, but today they still pay you 250,000 or less, depending on the if you are working with an agency. If you are working with a side business that their main work is not graphics, they can't pay you for that, like unless it's an international company. Now, you see, that's the rating. You need to know what is rated out there. And you cannot know that by working alone. You need to find out, you need to do all of that. So the industry has a way of putting value on what is done. Now, the other way you also put value on what is done is you put value on what is done based on your need. So okay, so let me, I mentioned need. So sometimes, say you, as you are now, you don't have a job doing, you are free for the next 3 days. Somebody brings a brief to you that, can you please help us to knock out this thing? Some people are so proud. They say, no, I cannot work for that amount of money. But at the end of the day, if you value what you're going to do on that job, that money will be lost because you will not do anything. You will not get that money. And at the end of the day, you will still not make anything. So you value based on your situation at that moment. Okay, can I, instead of doing nothing, can I use my hand to just rub this job for a while? Your value based on the effort that you are going to put into that job, because not every job comes at the same rate. Let me give you an instance. So I was working on a book for someone last month. So I have many parts. So I switch into the business that's available. After we design the book, we now do digital marketing, we do launching for the book, we do digital marketing for the book, and all of that. So it's everything is together. And that's why those of you on this group, make product designers your friend. And product designers, make digital marketers your friend. You should work together. Don't work alone. So we were working on the job, right? And as I was working on it, we were supposed to do a cover for the book. Now, most of us, we know, all of us here know, even that you are doing product design, digital marketer, that we like free things. Most of the pictures we use, they are free. But this time, this guy has to pay, because the picture I wanted to use, for it to be nice, you have to pay money. So I told the man, the money we have charged you, we did not add all these other extra things there. And this is what it's going to cost. I think eventually you have to pay like $72. That's over 100,000. Right? So and when I was going to make that payment, I made sure that that payment, after buying that picture, I have access to use the platform for other things. So that's the kind of value you are looking at. You value based on the effort that is going to take you. Some jobs will come with the same effort. Some jobs will come with bigger effort. All right, so you add those extra effort to it. So what I advise people to do, are what is called a base cost. A base cost. Your base cost should be derived from one, the industry standard for that kind of job. For instance, let me give you an instance. At least I can borrow a leaf from my advertising experience. There's an association, they know how much to pay for each model. If you are doing flyer, there's an amount to pay. If you are doing this, there's an amount to pay. But you cannot say because they are paying amount for one for somebody that is posting for flyer, you not go and carry a celebrity, I want to pay this amount. It cannot work. The same when digital marketing. Even if you want to do influencer marketing, influencers, they have different levels. They're not collecting the same money based on the area they want to, the kind of their own rating. So if you go to digital marketing job, an influencer job, and you go and meet and just sometimes you have to go and call them to know what they want to collect, right? So there are certain things depending on your digital marketing strategy that will determine the cost of those things. But there should be a base cost. There are base costs for everything. Okay, well, the minimum cost to charge for this kind of job is this. So you're not going to add value to it based on the effort, based on the situations that surround it, based on the circumstances. Anyway, I think that gives a little idea to value. Have I tried to answer that? Is anybody
Yes, sir.
trying
Yes,
to encourage me? Have I tried to
yes, sir.
answer
Yes,
that value part?
Yes, sir.
yes,
Okay.
of course, sir.
We cannot see everything. We cannot see everything, but you can go online and search for pricing system. You have an ideology, you have a basic understanding of what's the pricing, how you can apply pricing to things. But in this digital marketing space, or in digital space, whether product design or digital marketing, see, digital marketing is even easily cut out. Product design is the one that's probably not really cut out, but it's more on the creative side of things. In digital marketing, you already know if you want to do advertise, how much it costs. There's management cost to run online. So let me give you an instance now in digital marketing. Let me give you an instance because sometimes we just do digital marketing together. There are different departments in the is. This is where you learn how to set up ad, how do I post, how do I manage ads online, how do I respond to engagement and all of those things, blah blah blah. Now that part of the marketing has a kind of cost to it. There's a content creation side where, okay, how do we create the content of the things? Somebody cannot tell you, like we had a job, we had to go inside the Kurodu to go and look for hunters to go and snap them. It cannot be the same job of snapping one boy that is in your backyard. So content creation has its own space. There's also the space of strategy. Someone has to do the comp strategy for whatever you want to do. That's another space entirely. So you need to understand how these things connect. You know, of course, we cannot deal with everything within the hour we are talking about. So that just to show you that there are gaps in your skill that you two must identify so that you just open mouth and want to collect the whole of Nigerian budget. So this is very good. You start from evaluating yourself and the kind of service you are providing and the skill gap that you need to fill. And then you begin from that journey on. I think that answers to value. There are so many other things I cannot talk about now, but that's the basic On the issue of setting out, I like that question. Setting out. Let me advise you sincerely. If you want to set out, even if you want to start your own business, volunteer doing it. Volunteer for somebody. Either at least 3 months. Don't rush out. And then people just run. Say, I've learned this skill. Volunteer. Volunteer for next factory. They have digital marketing. Volunteer your service. You have not been making money before. If you are just setting now, you have not been making money before. Now you acquire this skill. You don't want, you think you will make money overnight. Use the 3 months to gather skill, to let them give you projects. Try and learn something. Volunteer for free. See, let me tell you, the real way to make money. Hello? So,
Hello,
one of the real ways to start making money is not to jump at the sound of money. You may never become rich doing that. It's value. And you must build your own value as a person. And one of the ways you build value is to build a portfolio. And now you have to build that portfolio for free. When I started out very early, those days back in business, I started out as the graphics person, and then I realized that graphics and printing work together. I beg people to give me jobs to design for free. And I used to tell my brother, I said, one day I will stop doing free jobs. And hello? So I advise you volunteer, go and do internship. That's what they call it, internship. It's not internship where they'll be sending all around the town, but internship where you'll be solving problems using your skill. It will help you. Two things it will do for you. One, it will calm you down. It will give you ability to look at a problem critically. Number two, it will motivate you. And number three, which is the best thing, it will begin to help you to evaluate yourself and your value system. By the time you are done, you are able to solve 2-3 problems. You have seen the result, real life situations, real life that you have seen. If you are working, if you volunteer for some people or somebody who is high up there, the person will take you through one rigor moment or not, or a rigor or the other, that you will pick something. And then you have real life experience with you that can begin to engage. So there are many opportunities for volunteering. Or if you're already doing the business, look for somebody who is high up there into it and volunteer, even they pay you peanuts. Sometimes we make the mistake thinking there is a volume of we make now that makes us. But money is not value, but money comes when value is defined. All right. So you can do that, and I can tell you that this is from my experience. Let me give you another instance. I can tell you another experience. When I decided to understudy publishing, so I had to go and work in a publishing house. I'm lucky to have worked with top brands. Everywhere I work, I've been top brands. Clients I work for their top brands. In terms of product design, I was very instrumental to how you see all these Visa card, ATM cards are designed in this country today. Because the advertising agents are working for, we're working for Visa card. And so we design the cards, for Visa, for all the banks and all of that. And I remember once they gave us a material from America, the visa people, they brought a So they brought an album of different designs that we should adopt. And I thought to myself that I wanted to do something that is more African, that is more brand related, not just picture and there. And that was the first card with the first set of cards I designed for Skybank. You know, and now card cause a stare. Like, so this thing can happen, this thing can happen, this thing can happen, you know. But I did that while I was volunteering, when I was working for another agency, you know. So as I was saying, in the publishing world, I joined this guy. This publishing house, they did not have money. They were making name before. Some of you may not know, if I mentioned in the bottom line, there's a bottom line magazine. It used to be a corporate magazine. All banks, they buy it everywhere, you know. But at the point, the business was having issues. And I was going to work there. I think I was working there maybe once or twice in a week. I was consulting for them. And they were not paying for 6 months. For months, they did not pay. Everybody was asking me, are you crazy? Why are you going there? Even when I get there, the staff told me one day, I told them, I said, what I want to know, how can a business that has been running for 10 years have issues now? I want to understand the problem this man has so that I can avoid the problem in the future. The value I got from that engagement. Hello, are you with me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right, thank you. So I just want to emphasize value and what you learn working for other people. You can do that. So you build your value system, and then when you begin to charge, you can start charging at certain rates. You can charge below the standard rates. And then after a while, when you have clients who trust you, you can charge above that rate. You know, even if you are doing digital marketing, you should understand the digital marketing. I don't know if you have done customer journey in digital marketing. With the understanding of customer journey, you will know how to increase value for your customer along the line. So that's part of it. That's the area of value. I think I've answered the questions, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, of course. Yes, of
Did I leave any question unanswered?
Good. Good day, sir. I have a question.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my question is in this field because my story is I've been working as an e-commerce digital marketer for I've been freelancing rather as an e-commerce digital marketer for basically Shopify stores. I help Shopify stores with their marketing, mostly email marketing and their paid ads and the likes. That's what I do. But my question now is how do you undo downtime? Because for a while I had to leave freelancing for a while because I was actually in my final years then. That's like about a year ago. So I was focusing on doing my final year project. So I left freelancing for about a year. Now I've been trying to go back and been it's been hard. That's one of the reasons I had to take up because probably I need to start again from the beginning and know what works or probably what I've known hasn't been working. How do you undo downtime? That's my question.
Okay. Interestingly, I have not suffered downtime in a long time. So, but the way you respond to downtime is what I've just given you. Volunteer your service. Now, many people need, let me tell you how you do marketing sometimes. The basics of marketing is the fact that you have a service to provide, but people don't know you can solve their problems for them. So you have to set out to let people understand that you can solve a problem for them. Sometimes you have to what I call edu market. When I mean edu market, is you educate the person you want to solve the problem to. That you have a problem that you don't know you have, and I want to help you solve it. So you must learn. Let me tell you, the volunteering you are doing is capital that you are spending. For instance, let's say you are supposed to charge somebody 50,000 for doing a job or 20,000, and you volunteer to do that job. You have spent 20,000 as capital into your own development and your marketing costs. But the question is that this person I'm volunteering for, why am I volunteering? Am I volunteering so that I can get into the person's network? Now people say, okay, I'll volunteer for you. I'll do this job for you, but you give me 2 clients. Give me 2 people that will pay, but I'll do it for you for free. You know what I'm saying? Or are you volunteering for portfolio? Because the day you are going to meet somebody that wants to pay you, they want to ask you, what have you done? So you volunteer to get the portfolio. You volunteer to get access to clients. You know what I mean? You volunteer to get into a network. So that's how you handle downtime. I can tell you critically, if you are doing digital marketing, you are doing product design, you are doing graphic design, you should not have a downtime. You can you catch it. Anyhow, you cannot shout. Because if you work within a community, that's why I said don't work alone, work within the community. So that somebody is doing a job, the person can call, you can collaborate on jobs, you can collaborate getting things done. Never run alone. That's going to help. Right? Okay.
Thank you very
So
much.
I think
Please, I have a question.
There's only one more person that I've not wait. I have seen him. It's because he's digital and that's why you are just using this hand anyhow. Sorry to that I've not spoken. I'll say what I'm here. Bola Oluwatobi, your hand is raised.
Yeah,
I think I've not had the question.
yeah. I joined it due to network issue, but I don't really know if you've touched the aspect of what are the maybe I'm seeing in the aspect of suggestion. What are the companies, or how do you think we can get these companies that offer internship, even though it's for free, but at least because I had an opportunity with one company in US. They messaged me after posting it on Twitter that I needed internship. So the company started giving us assignment and all these things, group talk. I don't know what really happened with the company. I think the technical aspect of the company, I think it went down. But I want you to suggest how we can get this internship this company, even though it's for free, or a startup company where we can just put in our efforts and then grow our portfolio, then become the best in our own aspect.
Okay. All right. I've mentioned something like that. Like all of you are in this group now. Somebody will have network to one company area there, one uncle's company, one info. So that's how you work in a group. Ask yourself questions. So both you can all begin to find out. We have said you can go online and search. You can go to LinkedIn and search. Okay. But for those companies, you need to prepare your portfolio, your profile and portfolio. I get that. So you'll be able to do that. Nigeria is a connected world. You are in a church, you are in a mosque, you tell people. What I believe is that the moment you set your mind to it, one thing comes. The moment you are able to get one, you begin to get the others. In fact, volunteer, you can start volunteering for your family members. The ones, sorry to use the word, the ones that are valuable, the ones who have sense. It's not every family member that has sense. Don't go and waste your time in the name of family. Somebody who is doing something, find the person and connect. But it's a connected world we live in. You can go online and find it. But of course, in your dealing.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, I think that's just about the last question.
When you're dealing with mentors, you can also help. Yeah, exactly. So you deal with mentors you can also get, but there are many channels. Just open up and then you see how you go from there. All right. Now let me just give you one other thing you can do after this class. There's a site that's called fakeclients.com. I don't know about
What do you call it, sir?
So anyway, fakeclients.com. There's another one I forgot I just keep my mind. I can't remember that one now. But fakeclient.com is like is a website that will be giving you profiles. It gives you jobs, briefs that you can do. All right. It's just to build your profile. So for instance, you go there, you see different kinds of clients asking for jobs, but they are just to help you build your profile. But the one thing they do, the moment you now do that assignment, you post it, you now see other people commenting. If you want to make it public, you see other people commenting. Now let me tell you the trick there. When other people are commenting, maybe for instance, someone like me comments, you check the person's profile, you realize that this person is somebody in the industry. You can connect with that person. So you do things, you get a brief to do your profile, and your portfolio, and then you can also connect with other people along that path. All right, thank you.
Sir, please, sir. Hello, sir. Before you go, sir. Hello, sir.
Okay, I'm here.
I don't know if you can help us
I can
type
hear you. I can hear
the
you.
web. Yeah, I said it on the chat page so that we can be able to, because I'm trying to I didn't get the what's it called, the correct pronunciation of that. Is it build site or fixed client? I mean fixed client or build client, so I couldn't get it. Maybe you should help us type it on the chat so that we can see.
So I've sent it.
Okay, thank you very much.
I think there should be S there or fake clients. That should be S there.
Okay.
Okay, all right, guys. I think that's how much time will not permit me to say other things that but let's brief it here. So over to you, madam.
Thank you so much, sir, for being on the call. It's actually been an amazing time, and I'm glad everyone learned something, even though the network was bad. So thank you so much for the time. We really appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you. Permission to exit.
Yes, sir.
Permission granted, sir.
Free, sir.
Okay, so for the rest of us on the call, we are going to move.
Thank you very much. God bless you guys. I'll see you on the other side of success.
You too, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so we're moving straight to reviewing of the capstone project. So let's just start. It's going to be in line with the submission. I'm sharing my screen now.
Please, sorry for barging in. Please, can we get the recording of the interview you did? Because some of us found it very hard to get through because of network issue.